What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kid coming back with another video, and today we finna do a story time about how my dumb ass almost got arrested. So there's gonna be like two little short stories, bro. I'm gonna keep this shit sweet, you know what I'm saying? But if you believe me or not, that's up to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for entertainment purposes only, you know what I'm saying? So, let's go on with the video.
See the slugs in the mirror, be the denim. I ain't lacking with the rack stuff, then I'm that nigga, but I'm humble cause I'm strictly about business.
Alright, so boom. So this like fucking, it's 2021 type shit. It wasn't recent, cause if you know, this past fucking 8 months I haven't been at the crib. So it's like, so this like 2021, like June, July, sometime. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, me and my brother decided to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? We had just got paid, whatever. We want to go shopping down at the mall. So boom, for those who know, fucking the Nike outlet down in Florida City, you feel me? Me and my brother just slid there for one time. Then went to like the Polo store, Nike store, shit like that. Feel me? Had a good time, my brother. So we get him back in the whip, driving, hop on the hop on the E-way, and fucking so the road we was on, it was like on that highway, it was only 2 lanes. You know what I'm saying? It had 2 lanes, and then like the little median part, right, where the police be at. You know what I'm saying? Or say if you got a flat tire or some shit, and you on the left side, you just, you know, turn to the left. You feel me? That type shit, right? So boom. So the way I drive, the way I used to drive, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sliding, like I'm cutting in and out of traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, me going slow. It's like fucking 75 miles per hour. That's me vibing. You know what I'm saying? 75. So I'm in the mood to drive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get back home. So I'm hitting like 90 on the E-way, just sliding. You feel me? Like they ain't too fast, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm sliding though. But cutting in and out of traffic. It's only 2 lanes, so that shit cake. You know what I'm saying? Just and so as I'm driving, I'm on like the left lane, so I'm driving. I see a fucking police officer on a motorcycle, but he parked in that lane, on that left lane. He got his little clock gun shit, the little speed shit, speedometer, whatever the fuck they call it. And I see a motherfucker pointing that shit at me, like he on top of his shit like this, like pointing that shit at me, right? So boom, I ain't slow down. I'm like, shit, I'm already like, if he already pointing this shit, he already know I'm going fast as fuck. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I just pass his ass. So boom, I look in my rear view to see if he coming behind us. But show lights turned on. Shots on the back of that shit. So I'm cutting in and out of traffic, going 90 miles per hour, bro. So I'm like, I know he coming for me, but why would I slow down if I know I'm gonna get out of a fat ass ticket that I don't want to pay, or I'm going to jail? So I'm not finna take that risk, especially with my brother in the whip. So I did the dash. So boom, I was sliding. I had went back to the right lane. So I'm on the left lane. So I went back to the right lane, right? I kept going. I kept sliding. Vroom. Then I got to a point where there was like there was a car in front of me, a car behind me, and then behind that car was a fucking police officer on his bike. He got his lights on, like coming from mine. And then so I'm on the right, that's the right lane. And on the left lane, fucking, there's a 18-wheeler truck, right? But how the way this motherfucker going, like, so I knew I had to come from this 18-wheeler, but the 18-wheeler sliding too, like, you know, motherfuckers on them 18-wheelers, bro. Them motherfuckers be sliding for real, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know why. I thought the motherfuckers had to drop on the right side of the lane. Anyway, but it was on the left side. For some reason, he was on the left side of the road. So he's sliding, like he low-key sliding, like he closing the gap between the person in front of me and him. He closing that gap. So if you know how to cut up, you gotta hit. You feel me? You gotta hit them gaps. And he closing that shit down while the police coming. So I'm like, that shit, yeah, he was close. Like that gap I took, like if I would took that bit like a second later, bro, I probably would have totaled the whip. Probably could died. Probably could have killed me and my brother thinking about that shit, cause he was gaining up on that shit. So boom, I'm in the right lane. So I'm like, at the moment, I'm just focused as fuck. Like I'm not like my heart not even racing at this point. I'm just focused on driving. So boom, I hit that fucking cut. Hit that cut, got in front of the fucking 18 wheeler, took off, cut back into the right lane. I'm still looking back. I still see the lights, but I'm peeling off on his ass. So boom, I go, I see the exit. The exit had a light, but thank God the light was green. The light was green, and I bust that left, and then I was home free. So you know your boy ain't get caught up. Feel me? Boy got on scotch free. I ain't leave the crib for the rest of that day, cause like my whip in that area is like I'm the only nigga in my area that got a whip that look like mine. Like if you see my car, you be like, oh, that's Keith driving. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So if he had the description of the whip, that's if, you know what I'm saying, if he had the description, if he was trying to really look for me type shit, like I wasn't leaving the crib until like, you know what I'm saying, like next day, which I ain't had to, you know what I'm saying, or I could use somebody else's whip if I really had to. So I was vibing off that. All right, so that's one story. And the second story, this shit was crazy. Like it was low key like an accident, but it wasn't. But I'm gonna just explain it. So boom, this one I was in college. So this is like fucking, I don't even know. I can't even fucking tell y'all boys. Like it was a while back ago. It was probably like 2020 or early 2021. But I think it was 2020 though. Right before COVID happened type shit. And wait, when COVID? Oh fuck it. I know we was in school. You know what I'm saying? I was still on campus and wasn't forcing people to get off and shit. So I was on campus. So it was me and my two dogs. I ain't finna say their name. You know what I'm saying? But it was me and my two dogs, and we was finna go smoke. You know what I'm saying? So, but I need to get my car washed. So me, let's kill two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we couldn't smoke on campus. We had to smoke off campus, right? So boom, we was just gonna fire up in my whip, finna hotbox my whip on the way to the fucking car wash. So by the time we got to the car wash, we done smoking, I clean my whip. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we boxing my whip, right? And we going down the street. We going down the street, and then I look to my right. We all like when I drive, we always scanning the fucking road for some reason. We always, well, obviously for me I'm driving, but my homeboys, they scan the road too. And we peeped that the police officer coming out the gas station. But we knew it was a police cause it was an undercover cop, and it was an all white Charger, and the windows was tinted so dark. It was kind of obvious, like, cause I know there's some people that tint they cars like that, but all white vehicle like tinted out, like that shit was crazy as fuck. It was like my dog pointed out, like, yeah, that's a Fed, like, you feel me, that's undercover cop. And I was like, all right, like, you feel me, like we still vibing, still smoking, whatever. So we feel me cruising down, motherfucker ended up getting behind us. I was like, hell no, like, you know what I'm saying, like we already knowing this undercover cop, you know what I'm saying, but you feel me, I keep them cool, you know what I'm saying. My windows tinted too, so they can't really see that we smoking. They don't know what the fuck we doing, we just driving. So boom, his lights turn on. I was like, ain't no fucking way, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. So fucking, when the lights turn on, I get the light. I'm like, what the fuck? My heart get the, I'm like, hell nah, cuz my dog, he got a bag full of weed in that shit, bro. Like, whole bunch of 3-5 packs in that shit, bro. And he had that, and then plus we had 2 in rotation. Like, one was down there done, and then the other one, my dog has, once he see the lights turned on, he was like, hell no. He said, here, keep, I'm driving. He said, here. I'm like, what? I see the joint just by my face, so I grabbed that hoe. So me being goofy as hell, I scrambled that shit up and ate that motherfucker. But it's like, thinking about it on it now, it was like, and they laugh at me to this day for that shit. It's like, thinking about it on it now, it was like, thinking back on it now, it was like, fucking, what was the point of eating this shit if we had bags full? You know what I'm saying? We had bags full of that shit, so I was like, fuck it. But I still ate that. I was low-key panicking. I even told that boy, I was like, bro, roll down the window, throw the weed out. Like, I was saying some dumb shit. And then my dog was like, nah, just chill. They probably just looking for guns. And that's exactly what he said. He said they probably just looking for guns and shit. I'm like, I ain't got no guns. Mind you, the lights is on and we having this whole conversation. Like, I'm still driving straight. Like, I'm not pulling over. Like, I'm still driving like normal, right? So, boom. So, I end up, like, it was a light approaching and the light was red. I was like, fuck it. Like, I just pulled over a little bit just to, you feel me? So I won't be in everybody's way, but I put over just a little bit and the light was red. Goddamn, camera done died. Rude as fuck. But, alright, so, I don't remember what part it was on. But alright, so pulled over for me. So I end up pulling over, right? So pulled over. Alright, so I pulled over. Them boys come out, guns are drawn and shit, right? It was two of them. Both of them had their guns out, right? And they had walked up. They weren't walking up to the whip yet, but they were like, oh, roll your windows down, and put your hands out the window. Some bullshit like that. They was like, roll the windows down, put your hands out the window. So, you feel me? I did what they said. Roll the windows down, put my hands out the window. And then at the time, the window behind me, behind the driver's seat, wasn't working. So, all three windows was down but that one. So, them boys was like, hey, roll the last window down. And then I was like, the window can't roll down. It's broke. He said, why the fuck is it broken? I said, I don't know why it's broken, like, bruh. And then he started just walking up to the whip with his gun. Like, he ain't got it up, but he got it. He got it at low ready. He got it at the low ready stance. Feel me? So boom. He told me to get out the car, and I got out the whip. So I opened the door and I stood up, but I guess I stood up too fast. So when I stood up, like, I towered over him. He was short as fuck. So I towered over him, and then he had pointed the gun at my right here, my chest, whatever the fuck, my sternum, whatever the fuck. He was like, whoa, you moving too fast, mind you. But I'm like, bro, like, I'm letting him like, yo, like, what you bugging, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm high as hell, bro. I'm like, bro, was bugging. And then so boom, and then the other cop, he was on the other side. He was saying my dog in the back seat. He said, you moving too much. You moving too much. So he put that boy in handcuffs. He put that boy in handcuffs. He had that boy, like, he was trying to get out the whip. When he was trying to get out the whip, the police had the gun in his face. Like, cause the police obviously had it. Now the motherfucker said it had no fucking goddamn. So let me just hurry up and try to speed this shit up before this shit. Alright, so boom. Alright, so buddy, my dog in the back seat, he tried to get out the whip. Police officer had the gun in his face because the police officer had the gun on low ready as well. You know what I'm saying? So his gun pointed down like this. My dog getting out low. You know what I'm saying? Gun ended up in his face. I don't think he really meant to point at him, but at the end of the day, the gun was in his face, right? So boom. But he put his ass in handcuffs because he said he was moving too fast. He was moving too much. And my other homeboy, since it was only two, my other dog, he was bobbing. He just told that, like, he was just getting out the whip because we all got the whip around at the same time. So boom, my dog ended up telling him, when he seen buddy point the gun at me, bro, he was like, he thought it was over with for me. He was like, damn, Keith, like, when we wasn't back in the whip, he was like, damn, Keith, like, I thought it was over with for you. I was like, nah, I'm glad it wasn't. But boom. So they all take us to the side of the road next to where I park. Like, I'm sitting right next to my whip. We all sitting down, and he telling us like what we doing, and I was like, we don't just on the way to the gas station for real. And then they were like, y'all got guns in the car? We was like, guns, nah. And they was like, yeah, I know why we pulled y'all over. We was like, no, like, what do you want? And he was like, oh, your car matched the description of a crime that happened, like of a shooting not too long ago. And I'm just looking at this man. I was like, bruh, you know what I mean? Black on black whips there is in America, bruh, especially in Miami, bruh. Black car, black rims, bruh. That could be any fucking body. So boom. So it was so they put us over looking for guns and shit. They found my dog bag of weed, bruh. They dumped that shit out. They was like, nah, we ain't looking for that. Where the guns at? We was like, bruh, we ain't got no guns. It was like they checked my trunk. Open my trunk. They see I got a big ass spare tire. My spare tire's a 22-inch rim. So they wasn't moving that shit. They looked. They were like, yeah, fuck it. They were like, yeah, fuck it. So by the time all that was over, bro, I'm just sitting there like just watching them flip my whip, bro. I look to the right, bro, like just like this. There's a whole SWAT team, bro. Like 2 more police cars pulled up, and literally a SWAT truck pulled up, bro. And them boys came out with the whole full battle rattle. Fucking, he had on the fucking helmet, vest on, all them boys sticked up, ready, bro, ready for action. They was like, nah. He turned like, nah, they ain't them. And then his one dude, bro, he just looked so disappointed, bro. He just shaking his head like he wanted action. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted some shit to go down. So we hop back in the whip, just confused as fuck, cause it was like, damn, they were just looking for guns, like you said, but they found all this weed, but they was like, nah, we ain't looking for that. So I got lucky again, bro. So you feel me? That just all that shit, bro. Just move smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Just move a little smart. I mean, I couldn't have moved this. I mean, whatever, bro. But the whole point of the story, whole moral of the story, I guess, if there was any morals, but fucking just move just a little smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just try not to get caught up, bro. Shit, that's it. Catch you on another one. Peace out.
It's money, so don't ask me who I'm on the phone with. 100 mil, that's the goal. Got finesse like Ronaldo, I bet I score. Can't just sit down on my